The phosphorus rule. So there's excess phosphorus in surface water. What is going on here? We're going to take a look at this information, the rules of phosphorus, from the fact sheet prepared by the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources. So excess phosphorus in surface water. Why is that an issue? What is going on? Phosphorus is an essential nutrient necessary for plant growth, and it's recognized as the controlling factor in plant and algae growth in Wisconsin lakes and streams. And small increases in phosphorus can fuel substantial increases in aquatic plant and algae growth, which in turn can reduce recreational use, property values, and public health. And phosphorus enters surface waters from point and non-point sources of phosphorus pollution. Also addressing excess phosphorus. To do that, to address excess phosphorus, the Phosphorus Rule was established in December 1st, 2010. So this rule sets a maximum allowable phosphorus concentration, or an MCL, essentially, in Wisconsin's waters, known as a phosphorus criteria. And point sources may receive more restrictive phosphorus requirements in their WPDES permit to ensure that new phosphorus criteria are not exceeded. Also, agricultural performance standards were also tightened to help curb the NPS source phosphorus pollution. So you can see signs of phosphorus impairment: excess algae growth, or HBAs, discoloration, harmful algae blooms. And we can see some of the information here. Point source phosphorus can be directly added to surface water from pipe waste, such as municipal and industrial wastewater. There's also non-point sources, runoff that occurs after heavy rains or melting snow wash over the farm fields, feed lots or urban areas, and carry fertilizer, manure, soil, and other phosphorus-containing contaminants. And also natural sources include natural soil erosion and the buildup in the lake bottom sediments. Now, they do have some permits to help curb this. Any permit issued after December 2010 is evaluated for phosphorus water quality based on effluent limits. In some cases, P levels are very easily met, while in other instances, limits can be very restrictive. And when a new effluent limit is required, a compliance schedule is typically included in a permit to provide permittees time to evaluate their compliance options, come to compliance with new phosphorus limits, and that can be granted up to 7 to 9 years. And they have operational changes. In addition to adding chemicals, and the department has developed the optimization worksheet as well, and they also have a water quality standard variance. So you can see the information right here for the adaptive management and water quality for AMNWQT is used when it's economically preferable. We can see some of the different key differences, what they focus on: pollution credit to offset, calculation of it. And they can also see the credits must be generated prior to permit issuance and requires in-stream monitoring, eligibility requirements, and they also have different options based on averages, total maximum daily loads, and site-specific phosphorus criteria. So this is all good, as well as the example management measures for urban grass and swales, infiltration, porous pavement, sand filters. Agriculture is using cover crops, buffer strips, no-till practices, grazing land protection, stream bank stabilization, wetland restoration, and construction wetlands. So they are putting a lot of effort to make sure that phosphorus is not getting out of hand. But how do you know if it does? Well, the only way to know is to properly test the water and know how much phosphorus is in your water, especially with things like the Phosphorus Rule.